stand for the
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, have we established the quorum? The public hearing to start this meeting, continuation of the public hearings we've already had reference to the comprehensive plan and the mobile food vending service. Starting with the comprehensive plan, it's all been out there for you to look at.
Madam, can I ask a question about process, please? May I?
Process?
Yeah. There's a big old long list of stuff, there's 26 on the new list. How do you decide which of all these is going to be done? Is it any priority, or how do you make decisions about that?
Well, all of it is a best guess. And unfortunately, as much as we would like to do everything on there in an orderly manner, it didn't work out that way. But you should stick to it as a comp plan, and you stick to it as much as possible.
Kind of for the town's guidance, when one of these issues comes up on doing something, you can look at your plan. Your plan says this is how we would like to pursue this particular issue. This is the guide in the long term as issues come forward.
Should they stay on there indefinitely then? Because I was noticing on 2006, there are 7 that was on the 2006 plan that are still on the 2016 plan.
You know, you still have them on the long range plan, you just roll them over. In anticipation of sometimes doing at some point getting it done. That's the way, unfortunately, that the state does theirs. They'll send out to their priority list, for instance, for road repairs over a 10-year period. And rarely do they ever stick to it, because plans change, needs change, money changes, things change. But if you still want to do it, you leave it on there and let it roll over.
Seems like it's important enough to be on there ever if we finally get to the top of the list. Not so.
Well, it takes its priority. If that's not the priority at the time, then you have to consider other things that need to be done. That's the short-term work programs.
Okay. Well, that's what I was referring to as the short term.
Right, this is a long-range comp plan.
No, I was looking at the short term section of it.
Oh, okay. Well, those short-term work programs, yeah, do the best you can with what you got to do with and try to get it done. But you got to have a plan. First off, the state's not going to let you not have a plan.
I knew they required it. Yeah, I knew that.
Right.
Thank you.
Any other questions reference to the comp plan? Hearing none, we'll move to the zoning ordinance.
I need a motion to go out the public hearing.
We're not out yet, we've still got to discuss.
We're not doing our public hearing on those.
That's the only thing that's on the public hearing? Well, bless your heart. Comp plan, okay. Yeah, I need a motion then to go out of public hearing. No? Motion, second.
Second.
All in favor signify by raised hand. Okay, motion carried. We go into our regular meeting. In your packets was the minutes from the meeting of July the 11th. If you have had a chance to review those minutes, what is your pleasure as to the acceptance?
Can I say something? Holly sent me an email, I think everybody got a copy of it, about
Yes.
taking something out of it, and I did remove it.
Right.
I just didn't copy everybody on the reply.
Yeah, there was an adjustment, and it was made. Any other additions or corrections? Well, no, I can't say that yet. Is there a motion to accept?
That's it.
Motion to accept, is there a second?
Second.
Now that they have a second, is there any discussion, additions, or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor of accepting, please signify by raised hand. Motion carries. Second reading of the mobile food vending service ordinance. Second reading page is in front of you. If you have had a chance to read over it, it is the same. There was no changes.
Make a motion to accept.
Second.
Motion is second. Any other changes or additions or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor signify by raising hand. Going to the comp plan, that was unanimous. In the public hearing, we looked over the comp plan and discussed any changes. Is there a motion that we accept the second reading and accept the second reading as written? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
There is a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Motion is second. Now, is there any other additions or corrections or discussions that was not discussed in the original meeting? Hearing none, all in favor signify by raising of the hand, please. Unanimous. You need a motion in reference to the resolution on both, Donna?
I'm sorry.
You need a motion on the resolution?
This is a resolution to submit the comp plan to RDC and DCO.
Right. Okay, we have to submit this to the RDC upon your approval. Now we need a motion to send that and submit it to the RDC for their final approval. Is there such a motion?
I'll make it.
Motion made, is there a second?
Second.
Motion is second, any further discussion? Motion carries. Millage rate reference to the property tax. It's been discussed, brought up. Need a motion to accept the millage rate as read and formally read. There's a motion to my left, is there a second?
Second.
And a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please signify by raised hand. Unanimous. In the old business section, one item on the old business was, it was brought up last meeting about the traffic speed reducing signs, radar signs. And I told you that I would go back into it again. Did go back in and looked at least 3 different companies have written quotes from 2. One of them, one sign would cost us $2,900, and each bracket that we use to put it on the post would be $50. Now, those brackets are open brackets that anyone can take loose and walk off with a sign. Then we have a quote from another company, and their prices start at $27.95. They have basically the same thing, other than the fact that both of them are battery operated. Both of them have recharges with 2 separate batteries. This one starts at $27.95, and the pedestals or the brackets run about $50, but they can be put up on poles, and the locking bolt down mechanism is within the unit itself behind key. So a little bit more security to keep somebody from walking off with the unit. But as I said, the cheapest is $27.95, and they go up very quickly till they get to over $14,000. If you we give it a lot of thought, and as much as I would definitely like to have one sometimes in the evenings out here on Main Street and on Tarrentine, if you think about it, that's the only two places that we can put them, except Blackbird Trail. The rest of them are state highways, which we have no jurisdiction over. Do we want to spend at this time that kind of money for those two streets? And I'm putting it up for response from council.
How hard is it to get the county to loan us one?
You just have to put in the sheriff's department and they get it to you.
I don't know, some of the ladies out there with who run their store are here more often to see that traffic. I was just wondering what the effect that the new roundabout may have had. Because I know traffic used to back up all the way past Main Street on 16 trying to get through. And I'm thinking, and now there's no traffic. I mean, it just flows. So I'm thinking with people not being frustrated sitting in traffic so long that maybe, you know, that would take some pressure off our little towns of people trying to cut through real quick. So maybe we could bar stuff and just see it. The relief of that might have relieved some of the speeding on our streets, and they might not be that necessary to spend the money.
So,
Can I volunteer to call some towns that have them and see if they think they get any results?
Sure.
yes, by all means.
Okay.
Union's got that one over on
They got it on the Grand
East
Street.
Broad,
East Broad
And the
and
Grand-
Main Street.
and Main Street, and just find out.
Because I've noticed that when I'm confronted with one for the first time, you notice it and you, okay.
Oh, yeah.
But if you go down the same street all the time and it's always there, it's just kind of like a tree after a while.
It's always stuff.
You just don't take it in as easy.
On Lower Field too, most of the new roundabout at the.
Just find out.
Yes, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, the senior center there. Yeah, do that, and we'll also check, I'll check with Yeager and see if we can get on the list to get the one that's for the county, the one that's related.
And people who get to really see this all the time can give us some feedback.
The only thing is they come steady, they don't come much slower. Seriously.
Yeah. Any other comments reference to the speed limit monitors?
This way.
Yeah, let's take both of those things into consideration before we go spending money to buy it. At this time, I will switch over to public comments, and I'll start on my left as usual. The young man back here in blue, do you have any public comments, or is there something that you would like to say? Not singling you out, everybody gets a chance. You just happen to be sitting on the inside.
You took him by surprise.
Seriously, you got something you would like to say to the
He's
group?
trying to catch Pokemon, leave him alone. It's a Pokestop.
Yeah, I would like to say one thing about the speed limit monitors. There was a town somewhere in the metro area where the cameras were outlawed for writing tickets. But they noticed when they removed the cameras that the accident rate went up. A cheaper alternative might be just to put up some cameras, even if they're not real.
Possibility, but that gets around real quick.
Well, it does, but if you got one real
Put up a
camera
real
out
one.
there,
Now,
it doesn't take that much to monitor a camera.
Now, one thing that this last one, the expensive monitor did, it has a recording device that will record up to 100 days and give you data back with Bluetooth application. If you get within 30 foot of it, you can pull all the information
That's right.
off of it. So that's one good feature, so that you can derive when things are happening, so that you could have the police out there at those peak times. So that's one advantage over having that system. Yeah, it'll just keep on recording. Public comments, let's switch back to the back over here.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am,
No, sir.
Margaret, library's been open twice.
Well, yes, we're attempting to get a list of books and like for it to be searchable on the computers. But it's gonna take us a while to get it organized.
Right. You got my email.
Yeah. I ain't gonna have a comment about it though.
Hmm?
I do have a comment about it later.
If y'all could get the festival back in town, would y'all go for it?
Yes, ma'am.
Would y'all be in favor of it?
Oh, we've been in favor of it all the time.
That's what I do, kind of, sort of. I'm an event planner and coordinator.
She
Right.
does Sonora. She does downtown Sonora.
We would like to talk to you about it in more detail. Now, we're limited as to the town as what we can do. We cooperate in every way, closing down streets and anything else necessary. But we're limited as to how much that we can do, but we'll do all we can. We want them back again.
I would love to see it back.
Don't you have one coming up in that shop, where's your next one at?
It's not until September.
But wasn't there one in Sharpsburg somewhere, like on, not here, but, okay.
All right, why don't you stop by one day and talk about it?
Okay.
Me? No.
You look at that.
Ma'am?
My turn?
Yeah.
Good. When the park is open, then will the bathrooms be open like they are in Sonora as far as with, and I don't have little kids yet. I'll have grandkids eventually. But, and I'll let you know when they come. But if I bring my kids up to the park, or if mommy's bringing the kids up to the park, will the bathrooms at that point be open during the day, during park hours?
At this time, we can tell you that if the pavilion has been reserved or rented, the bathrooms will be open. As far as just every day, them being open, no, there will not be. But planned events or scheduled events, they will be
They
open.
would be open for.
Right. That was a requirement by the county that if we had the pavilion, they governed how much bathroom space and septic tank space we had to have to accommodate the 125 to 150 people. So that's what we built. Yes, ma'am.
So would there be a porta potty out here for people that's coming to the park to bring their children? Because children, they have to go to the bathroom. And where are they gonna go to the bathroom?
Where do you go to the bathroom at your store?
Well, we take care of that, but where will they go to the bathroom?
Same
If-
place to do at your store, I guess.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Starting over here with council comments.
Don't have anything.
I got two. One about her question about the kid. She's talking about kids in general, I would expect, not just kids at the store.
Right, kids that are playing, they're out here having a
Yeah.
picnic, they're just enjoying the park, you have to have a bathroom. I mean, there's two, that they're gonna be locked and closed, I mean,
Right, and we're talking future, just
Yeah.
because of the fact that we're trying to help with bringing festivals and stuff like that. So it's one of those, and, you know, working on a park, and there's gonna be blah, 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 future. And
All
so
right,
that's
if
what the
we
question.
can figure out a way to do it and still keep peace in other areas, we will
Right,
try to do so, but
yeah, the park's not ready, it ain't
Right.
today question.
I have to call you, please.
Okay.
Another thing, and I want to say, before I say anything else, I don't think it's fair. I'm going to use the word dump, all the responsibility of that library on Ms. Day. If you told me one time, a long time ago, she had problems with health problems at one time, you may be well now, I don't know. But that's a big order to put on somebody, and I think we need to make some arrangements to have her help to get that place open. Or find us another service.
All right, if you can figure out another way, or you have,
Don't ask me for volunteers, I already did that one time.
if you have volunteers that will do it, then we'd be glad to talk to you about it.
I've already paid volunteers.
Not for the library.
Well, you don't know what they will. Will y'all go work the library, Pat?
I would have,
Yeah, they will go work the library.
but
Then why can't you still work? the library?
They were insulted, and let's not talk about that. Oh, that was a bad scene.
No, we're not going to talk about it, but if you're willing to work and work for the town's betterment, you might as well work for one as the other. That's another point. Clay,
No one's going
No.
clerk's comments? Under mayor's minutes, there's been considerable progress with the park. You can pretty well see a lot that's going on. A lot of it you can't see until you go inside the building where the plumbing has been done, and a lot of things are happening. We'd like for the weather to cool down a little bit, and we'll be able to get a whole lot faster. But other than the park, I don't have anything that I really want to say tonight. So, nothing else to come before council. A motion to adjourn would be in order.
Motion.
So moved.